Hey, thank you very much for the question. I'm just going to share, try to make this as quick as possible, share a few tips or things that I do. And I'm not in any way saying that this is the best way. I'm just saying this is some of the stuff that I've learned from some of the best and top instructors and team leads while I've been here at SNU. Okay, so now your question was more about, okay, can you give an example of um, a welcome announcement? I'll give an example of a welcome announcement, follow-up announcements, as well as some of my feedback to students. First and foremost, specifically you asked about week one. Here in week one, I introduced a basic concept to kick the conversation off this week about the 4Ps. I spoke a little bit about what the 4Ps were, and actually I created this video for the students to give them a brief overview, and I kind of went through product, price, place, and promotion of what the 4Ps were all about. In addition to that, since the students were, and keep in mind this is a special circumstance because it's week one and they're new to all of the concepts, so I try to share something visually with them and not overwhelm them with too much text. And this is just a strategy that I use. So the next thing that the students were learning and having to perform is naming a product. So what I did here was I placed this same announcement, because it was an announcement for me, and I said, in case you missed this in announcements, here's a cool short video about naming a product. Not saying too much, but just kind of leading them and prodding the students to, get some ideas on what they should think about when it comes to naming their all natural pet food product. Now, also in case some students missed it, I pulled my welcome announcement into the discussions just to introduce myself. And one of the things that I did is I like to let them know that, oh, guess what? I've been there before. Where you are, I did schooling online as well, so I understand the special struggles. I'm there for you. I can help you because I've been down that road. So really try to build that rapport and make that connection. The next thing I did here is I actually started connecting with students. And in this particular feedback to the student was basically saying they had absolutely no experience in marketing. And as you know this as well as I do as a marketer, there is two sides to marketing. It's not just the outbound, but there's the inbound as well, where the consumer actually has a say. The VOC, the consumer has a say in what marketing messages come to them. So what I basically explained to the student was, actually, you probably do have some experience in marketing. And I posed a question: have you ever sold something on eBay, Craigslist, or at a garage sale? And then I went on to explain how they participated. Like, say, for example, if they made a yard sign, or what if they created an ad on Craigslist or on eBay, that they were actually participating in the marketing process. Furthermore, I gave them a video, provided them a video, kind of bringing in some of the intellectual presence, providing an outside resource about naming a product. And then, of course, I gave them a link to access it outside of the website here, just in case the video did not populate or did not work inside of discussions. And then finally, I validated to them why their name or their choice for the natural food product was great. Then I spoke about how it works in the real world. This is kind of bringing my expertise into it, but just keeping it short. Now, and I really follow the same pattern, and I don't bring in videos all the time inside of my discussions. Oh, and here's another important thing that I do: tying one student's work with another student's. Okay, so I responded to Catherine here, but I also spoke about my conversation with Brittany, as you can see here, right? But if you go down here, you can see I was speaking to Brittany. So basically tying the conversations together, and as you can see here too, I did not bring in an outside resource, but more so shared my professional expertise. Because see, you don't always have to bring in an outside resource to share your professional expertise. But combining the two, sharing your thoughts on a particular subject matter, as well as bringing in an outside resource to validate that, really works well. So I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what I do in week 1. And like I said, by no means is it the best way. It's just a way, because we all have different teaching styles and different ways that we respond to students. But the main thing is providing different types of information to students. For example, articles. Some students like to read. Some students like to watch videos. Here you can see I was talking about the marketing technique of alliteration. And so my thing is to provide them different ways of connecting with students, so that students will make those connections based on their learning style. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please email me at a.johnson5@snhu.edu. Take care.